everybody, it's Wealth Reign Supreme. It's day 16 of our 31 life shortcuts over the holidays. And today we're going to be talking about co-parenting, how we co-parent over the holidays. So because it's the holidays, because I'm busy, I have stuff to do just like you do, I'm going to be working while I'm talking. What I don't like to do is sit in front of a camera and just talk. I like to get things done. I like to keep things moving because I handle many things at once. I don't just do one thing or the other. And starting this channel to help my children and then sharing it with you to help you is another thing that is now added to my plate. So I'm grateful. I'm happy to share all this information because there is no need to take it with me, right? So it's good to share that information to help everybody out. So what I'm going to do is talk about co-parenting, and I'm going to be taking stickers off of these boxes because I found these cool back warmers. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. Let me show you real quick before I get into the video. This is part of my other video that I'm going to be talking about how we give, like our Super Bowl of giving. But these things are amazing. When I find a good deal on something that's great, I get it, and I get as many as I can, and then I give them out. But this thing, it's you snap it, and then it gets hot, and it stays that way and for hours. And then you just have to thaw it out in like hot water to melt the wax again, and then you can use it forever. So it's a big long pad, and I think I got enough for a group of people in the family. So a back warmer, reusable heating pad, yes, or anything, whatever problem you might have. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this video about co-parenting. So let me just start working while we're doing this. Okay, so basically, as far as co-parenting is concerned, what we do over the holidays is we split up our time, meaning we do things 50% to him and 50% to me. And that depends also on the holiday. If it's like just a small Memorial Day or something like that, we don't get into, worrying about how much time. It's just whoever's doing what. Like if you're going to the pool, maybe he wants to go to the pool. If you're going to the lake, maybe he wants to go to the lake or whatever. If you're going to the movies, then we'll switch it up. Because my other child is too old to be dealing with this anymore. So he's on his own. Him and his girl are doing their thing. So he doesn't have to do the visitation thing. Let's see if this is, oh look, they have different colors. So he doesn't have to do the visitation thing, but the younger one does. So how we co-parent over the holidays is we do it where we set up a schedule where it's rotating every season. But then if there's something special going on with the other one and we know it would make the other one happy, then we just adjust. We just say, hey, it's better for the kids, so go ahead. I'm good. I don't have anything to do. You go ahead and do it. Like when we only went to court one time, and the judge had said, you two are the best co-parents we have seen. I'm like, whoa. That was wild, to hear that. But there's a lot of people that fight all the time. They're still stuck in their own, losses or relationship issues that have been unsolved. And unfortunately, they, they're not happy with what happened. And so then the kids suffer. And you got to remember, the kids only get to be kids for so long. And you know that yourself. And so why ruin their time because we haven't figured out our adult issues? As long as your other person is treating them well, they're safe, they're not hurt in any way, shape, or form, and they're happy with going to visit them, then, so be it. don't get in the way of the happiness of the child just because you want to be, you know, in control, or you want to be the one that is, wins in the end, because it's not about that. I forget that one movie. There was a movie about that. And it was a funny one, like the dad's, Mark Wahlberg, and, I forget his name, but he's the funny guy who plays Elf. He's always, in these kind of movies, and they were both dads competing to be the best dad. And there's just, in the end, it all comes out in the end. The kid wins or loses based on what the adults are doing and based on what the adults are not doing. So the thing is, you have to make a decision on what your priorities are. And for me, my priorities are the kids. That's me. The priorities are the kids. And then, I had my time, but I'll still have fun. I'll have my fun, with my next person and stuff like that. It's just the way it'll be. But it's time for them to enjoy their time. And so make sure when you're co-parenting over the holidays that you are focusing on their needs, because it's time for them to make memories. You made your memories. It's done. You can make more with your family, but I'm saying, like, you had your chance as a child in life to make your memories, and now it's their turn. So make sure that, they're safe. The environment is safe. Whoever you're giving them to is somebody who is sane and safe, your ex or whatever it is. And then agree on the time ahead of time. Don't be like, oh, it's Christmas tomorrow. What are we going to do? And then there's a fight. Know months in ahead of time. How are we handling these holidays? And if you can't handle them, in a decent manner, then what you should do is go and, take it to a court system where you can set up, an agreement between the two of you of how this is going to work, because obviously you can't do it on, by yourself. So, that is one of the things we do. Well, actually, multiple things we do. We don't have an issue with co-parenting because it was just always them first anyway. So co-parenting for us is just like, okay, what time? Okay, yep, see ya, bye. It's that quick. There's nothing. We don't talk about anything. We don't talk about each other's personal life. We don't talk about it. It's just nothing. It's rare. It's extreme rare that we mention anything about personal life. It's mostly, just about exchanging the kids, and that's it. And so if your kids are not going to be with the other one on like a specific holiday, this one, then what you can do is make sure that the kids get their gifts from the other one before the holiday. So that way it still counts. Like, this came from dad, this came from mom, on that day. Make sure that you do that, because again, it's about the kids and their memory. Co-parenting over the holidays, if you're thinking of the kids first, then it should be simple. If you're thinking of the kids first, okay? And I know you're watching my video going, she's looking over there, because that's how my camera's on the table and I'm busy and I don't care. So just have to deal with it, because, we're just doing all this free information. So just, we don't have the tools yet until we get the group of people in here. But anyway, back to the co-parenting, we focus on them, and we even look at that, because, they may be with someone. They may be with a person who is their person. And now you have another person's schedule in the mix. That's why it's important to schedule things ahead of time, because you can say, well, if she comes over to him and says, we're going to my family's house on this day. And then he's like, oh, wait a minute. 6 months ago, I had scheduled that my son would be here. So let's do this. And that way they can work out. Because remember, it's not just about you, that other person, and the kid. There sometimes is a third party involved and a fourth party. So you have to be really organized when it comes to working, for the kids, for the holidays. And, we just followed the same routine for the last it's almost been 10 years. We followed the same routine. And that routine, is just rotating holidays. And then if we don't rotate it, then on that day, somebody gets 4 hours and the other one gets 4 hours. And, whoever's scheduled, on our weekly custody that day, they take their whole day, but somebody gets 4 hours of it, if you understand. Like they get 4 hours of that day. So it's critical, again, to focus on them as priority when you're co-parenting. Be the better parent. Don't be the bad parent, because guess who's going to remember that? Your kids. Because I remember my kids telling me stuff way back when we were immature early and we didn't know what we were doing and we were thinking about ourselves. Your kids will remember, what you did and didn't do and how you acted. Make the memory good for them. And then you're setting a precedence for your, for your life, for your bloodline, for your future, that your kids are going to treat their kids better. So if you believe in reincarnation, if you believe that you're coming back or whatever, guess what? You come back in a better bloodline. You don't come back in a chaotic bloodline. Everybody's fighting, alcohol in the center of the table, all that stuff. So just giving you that heads up. But day 16, Life Shortcuts. This one is about co-parenting. You can do it. It's important, especially over the holidays, because your kids deserve to have great memories. And you can always deal with that, address any issues with that adult at a later date. But keep the children's holiday protected so that they can enjoy themselves. And then you have great pictures, you have great memories, of your family, of your children, and you're having a good time. Everybody is happy. So co-parent well. Remember, the focus in co-parenting is the child. And then the adults can work it out later. If they have to work it out in court, they work it out in court. Don't bring your kids. Be the one who is better in this whole deal. So co-parenting over holidays, for us, it's easy because we have a set schedule. We already set the schedule months in advance. We don't have to think about it. And then if somebody has a change, we discuss it. We decide what's best. So again, it's about the kids. That's the whole message of this co-parenting. It's about the kids. Look, I'm looking at the camera. Hey, have a great day. And listen, day 17, we're going in again. So I will see you back here tomorrow.